the New York Jets did get hosed in this game. They did. And I know my brother has constantly talked about, oh, well, the Jets got a horse collar tackle that was beneficial to them, and it kind of evens out. Well, it doesn't even out, because the truth of the matter is this. When you go back and you watch that game, how about the holding call on Jermaine Johnson where Patrick Mahomes ran for 25 yards on a 3rd and 20-something? Or how about the beginning of the game where they call an unsportsmanlike conduct on Jermaine Johnson when the offensive lineman actually threw a punch at Johnson and he pushed the lineman down? And they called an unsportsmanlike conduct on that one. I don't see any benefit to what the New York Jets got out of this game. But the truth of the matter is this. The Kansas City Chiefs have been the beneficiaries of calls for the last year and a half or so. Since the Super Bowl where James Bradbury got called at the end of the Super Bowl on a play that should not have been called, a pass interference. And really, when you turn everything and you look at it and you say to yourself, boy, the New York Jets got hosed in this game. They did. They just tied the game at 20. But the Kansas City Chiefs got every massive call in this game. The hold, the unsportsmanlike conduct, the mishold on Jermaine Johnson. You want to say one horse collar tackle? Fine. The Chiefs got like 3 or 4 penalties for them. The Kansas City Chiefs have been the beneficiaries of calls for the last year or so since that Super Bowl. We clearly know how the league feels about Patrick Mahomes. They love him. He's the poster child of the entire thing. And the truth of the matter is this. Patrick, he's the face of this league. So, of course, you're going to treat him like royalty and gold. They're going to give him everything. The frustrating thing about this game was it feels like the Jets had it because Zach Wilson outplayed Patrick Mahomes in this game. And the Jets should have gotten the interception. It's also, when you look back at the video, the referee, when Michael Carter made the interception, that's when the referee threw the flag. Go watch the replay. Carter intercepts it. The referee then pulls the flag out and throws it. Something seems very off and weird about that. The Jets have also not had a passing. They're the only team in the league to not have a roughing the passer called on them in 3 years, which is crazy. That's another frustrating thing. You have to be fair, and the truth of the matter is the NFL is not fair. The referees and their officials are not fair. My father, and I will give him credit in the world for this, and why not stroke his ego? He has said it. The game is fixed. If there was holding, the answer is no. You're allowed to hold within 5 yards. You're allowed to hold. And then they also called, when they were driving too, they called a legal man downfield, which he has a 5-yard window. Go watch the replay. The ref threw the flag when Carter intercepted the ball to see the play. That's the point. And that's the frustrating thing that I got out of this game. And to me, you can't fix it, and I'm tired. It goes back to the Franklin Myers roughing the passer a couple weeks ago against Dallas, where the next day the referees, the NFL officiating, came out and apologized to the Jets where it shouldn't have been a roughing the passer call. Can't call that late in the game. You can't do that. That's a game-changing play. You can't call a hold when it's not a hold. 3rd and 23, Jets get called for a hold. They didn't get called for it. The Johnson play, they don't get called for it. Mahomes runs 25 yards. The first play of the game on sportsmanlike conduct on Johnson. The offensive lineman punched him in the head. I'm tired of the BS with this, with the officiating crew. And if people want to say, well, the Chiefs, they got called for some stuff too. They did. Bull. Go watch the game. That kid outplayed Mahomes and should have won that football game. I'm tired of it. This nonsense with the officials in this league, man. Go watch the Super Bowl last year. You tell me if Bradbury was pass interference.